Oh, good. It's working. Hi, everybody. As you can tell by my visceral reaction of satisfaction, it's working. Mary, it's working.
That's great.
Welcome to Lounge Academy. We're getting, everything seems to be set up. I'm just going to, so I could watch. And George is here. Everybody. Hi, George.
All the restaurants are opening up.
It's so nice. Just studying it out here. This place is so nice too with the beer.
It really is, and people hang there. Too.
I keep thinking someone came down here and joined me earlier.
George Cook, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
A fatty beer.
Yeah, I know. It's really.
Evo Stars.
I like their day.
And my brother-in-law. Call him in the face.
The beer garden in Delaware Park now. Oh no. They have the resurgence. You got to kind of count the lodge. And people really congregate there. It sounds.
And my name's Howard. I'll be your host here at Lounge Academy. I have a new every week we've got some new things to experiment with. I have headphones. Now I'm not going to be wearing these the entire show. What they're for? It's so I can just do a sound check from time to time. And these particular headphones are well suited because they really seal out the outside noise. I can hear my heart pounding. And my heart is usually pounding around this time of the show as I'm trying desperately to make all the gadgets work. See what I'm up against? Now we have lots of cameras. I call this the white cam. Hi, everybody. And then this is one of the main cams. And then this one here is I've got this one. I can move by hand to mobile. And then this one is fun. Hi, Nick Otto. Hi, Barbara Fisher. Wonderful seeing you guys. I'm going to reboot this. Phone's not working well. This is kind of a neat, isn't this kind of a nice fisheye of the entire room and the buildings and streetscape? That's a relatively new addition. And then we've got the split cam, which has 4 great camera angles. And then we have my headshot. And here comes the Corbrins, ladies and gentlemen. We'll switch to the full camera rotation fun.
Nice detail.
Thank you.
No,
Yeah, there's definitely more windows in this room.
How are you?
It's great to see you, Jim.
Good, how are you?
Beautiful day. Great. This is like, we've got the original cast.
Like homecoming day.
The season 1 cast. Like Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, this is quite
That was
an-
the best cast.
This is quite an upgrade.
Well, I'm glad you like it, Jim. This is your new home away from home, I hope.
Yeah, then because I always thought it was sort of under the radar. It's a great place
It's
to go
some,
winter when
yeah, it could be pretty warm. They told me today they're going to fly some air conditioning units. Yeah, in fact, they're redoing this whole bar. They're bringing in El Capone's bar from Chicago, and it's going to be an enlarged bar.
It's been like this 40 years. They haven't changed the configuration of it since 40 years. I know.
It holds up very well. It holds up. It stands up.
Have you seen these glasses
Well,
in the bar downstairs? They fill them up.
how-
The bartender said, I gotta tell you, she said, there's a magnet at the bottom of the glass. Don't push it up because if you do, the beer will spill out. 'Cause what they do is,
I did not know that.
they said the spigot is on the counter. They put the glass on the spigot, the
Press
magnet
it.
goes up, and the beer comes from the bottom up.
Aren't you dying to press it?
I'm impressed. You what?
Aren't you dying to press that button?
No, I'm not gonna buy beer.
Yeah, that just hold it.
You buy one.
Raise it a little bit.
I think he's bullshitting.
No,
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. It fills from
That's
the
amazing.
bottom. It fills from the bottom up, and I asked why, and the bartender said,
Bottoms up.
supposedly it gives you the perfect pour. So I can't argue with it.
I love it.
The foam was inch of foam, which seems the perfect pour. Right?
See,
Well, the thing we came
this
from,
is
you
my
learned something.
this is 15 or 16 week episode.
Is that right? You've been here since 4 months?
Yeah. We were canceled once, and I was sick last week. But as far as actual episodes in the
It was a snow
can,
day last week.
I think that's what it was. As far as I was concerned.
Had our problem this weekend. I just broke down and bought a new one. Didn't even.
You bought a new car?
Yeah.
Just bought one.
And I knew what exactly.
Breaking news.
Low end.
This is your third key in a row.
Forte, yeah.
Yeah. And so I bought one 2 years ago, so I knew a year ago. I knew what I had. And my daughter was. She just got her thing clogged like a bear. It's an awful situation.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I got scared.
Wow.
What happened and you were in a ditch?
The old blue one gave out when she was driving.
Oh,
I felt bad.
she wound up in a ditch?
Yeah, it was, the wheel came off. Or they,
Oh, my gosh.
Somehow, yeah, it was a bad. It was luckily of all places, Schumacher Road in Clarence. So one of them.
Front wheel?
Yeah, something came loose, and it was you couldn't drive it, or it couldn't. It had to be specially towed.
That's what happens when you go to lick 'em and stick 'em for your car inspections.
Yeah, right. Well, it was due for an inspection in 2 weeks. Why? But it didn't make it.
Yeah, I
And then
guess
they
not.
told me the cost to fix it, and they said, "Man, we haven't even looked at the inspection thing." So I thought they'd give you the number. This is a good time to.
Well, you've done great with those Kias. This is your
have.
third one in a row.
I have. I had two, both in 15 years. It's a long time.
Was it a Kia that the wheel fell off?
Yeah. That's how you blame
He paid 10 grand. I remember he paid 10 grand for the gold one.
Right, the gold
and
one
it came
plus-
with a 10-year warranty.
Yeah.
Powertrain, oh yeah.
We bought a Hyundai
And
years ago,
he-
and that's why we bought it. It was a 10-year, 100,000-mile
Yeah,
powertrain warranty.
yeah. It's nice. It's funny that the guy, the sales guy, came in and tried to sell me the extensions and stuff like that, and I said, look, you got to know who you're dealing with. I had two Kias, each 15, and he completely got off the script. And I said, I'm going to drive these two into the ground. I'm getting older. I can treat myself.
Still working?
Yeah, barely. Hanging in there a couple more years. But anyway, he got off the script. He goes, well, the fact is, you were for 30 years. And that's right.
See what the girls are up to, ladies and gentlemen. Tracy and Mary.
Good evening. We're talking about the old part of the hotel, Howard. This is the.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't know where to start. It was in the middle of the pandemic. I was scared.
You're looking great, Howard.
Oh, well, thanks, Tracy.
You're welcome. It's so great to see Tracy again.
You're fantastic, yeah.
That's an amazing, isn't it? I don't think we've seen each other 2 years old. Yeah.
Well, it's nice things are getting back to.
Yeah, it took a little while and everybody, you know. I learned to live like a troglodyte. And I got comfortable
She's a
like
troglodyte.
cave dweller, I think.
I didn't know we were going to get into politics.
While there, and I love that.
Audrey Clark is out there. It's great to see Audrey, the founder
And then you were
and ex officio president
delivering groceries.
of the Jackie Jocko fan club, which she founded in 1953. It's great to see Audrey.
The first time I left the
I just don't feel like we've got a show until you come and christen it for us, make it official.
I needed some stuff.
And our own, very own Daryl from Florida. Aloha. Looking great.
Yeah. Oh, the blouse and the shoes.
Down in the picture, close-up cam is intermittent.
Your whole outfit. Oh, thank you. Howard, get Tracy's handbag in the picture. Oh, they're for my daughter, which is probably
Beautiful.
Yeah,
And the
thank
outfit.
you.
Look
Beautiful.
at the shoes too.
Nice.
Wow, that is styling. Wow,
Salvation Army.
Salvation.
They're Zara's.
very nice. Those are hot shoes.
Wow, nice. Zara.
Yeah. They did have some
Those are hell yeah shoes.
kind of arrangement.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that. It's this close-up cam. If it's yeah, a little jumpy. You know, there's interference with the Wi-Fi or something. I appreciate knowing that. I'm going to try something, a new piece of gear. Oops. Whenever you hear me say oops,
Year old. Instead of silent, and you get one of those little Hondas with little wheels on them. You see those kids drive?
Oh, this fire thing.
Yeah, and those wheels
great.
that are weird angle, wide, they stick way out of the car. Like this front wheel came off. Oh,
this is great. I'm using my new headphones that
70.
take hearing.
Fender, the bumper,
It's very useful.
well, you know what happens is because of the way they mold it, there's a lot of stress on the suspension. And you take off the sabots after it's been bent for so long.
Yeah, right.
Well, I hear the house music, and let's switch to the actual sound system here. It's always fun playing with new gear. We'll switch you guys to the rotating cams because Tom Marino and Alex Leonard and the great Joe Beato are in the house, which is very exciting. Shout out to all you great guys. I'm wearing my headphones. It's really neat because I could hear what you have a switch. So I just changed the microphone. So I could bring those different sliders up in here. It's pretty fun. I noticed the house turned their music off, so that's the hint to me to get to work. I will now fire up the joke amplifier engines. There we go. The PA is now on, so people can hear my jokes. Okay, it should be more steady now, Tom Marino. Let me know. We're not on the cell phone audio. Now we're on my main audio. coming to you from the Hyatt Regency Buffalo. As you can tell by the streetscape, I know it looks fake, doesn't it, when you see out those windows? That's very good, Tom. Appreciate that. Tom Marino, he understands show business. It's in his family. Thank you, Nick Otto. I did not know about those magnetic beer glasses. I've been here 15 episodes and nobody told me that. I don't think they knew.
You're the only beer drinker, you know.
You're the only one they warned about sticking your finger in that little hole.
Maybe I look like the type that would do it. Maybe that's why she mentioned it.
Yeah.
I still want to see it happen. I want to see it happen.
Go down and buy a beer.
I could see George doing that. I'm going to want one just to try that.
I suppose if the power goes off, they can't pour it in. It's got to be powered somehow because it comes up from the bottom.
I guess they have to,
Yeah, they probably have their own power dynamo.
or they have to just settle for an imperfect pour. You know, sometimes these guys.
We can't pour any beer.
Well, these are actual mixologists behind the bar, so they know how to pour a beer if they have to.
It's like the guys at Subway are called sandwich artists. I love it.
No, mixology, you get a license for that, George. I believe so. It's like becoming like a barber. Maybe somebody could fill us in on that. Some of the bartenders out there. Alex Leonard probably knows.
Still Jocko's can.
It is. It's a real deal. We're sitting here with George Kuntz. George just bought a new car. What color is this car, George?
Black is night.
Black is nice. Nothing like black. I bet it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's
It
really.
won't for long.
Yeah, it's like you almost can see it from here, but you
Really?
can't. Yeah.
Wow. George bought a black car. We're playing around with you.
It beeps when I start to leave the lane or if I don't signal, which is a pain. I don't like that. I gotta turn that off, that feature off, you know what I mean?
Oh, it tells you you're like a bad driver?
Yeah, it's a safe. No, it's more like, are you aware that you're leaving your lane without?
Are you aware you're drunk?
Yeah.
Well, that's annoying.
Yeah.
I guess that's the brave new world. Cars, right?
I didn't buy the extended warranty. He was saying, well, look, anything in this chip thing, now it's only 5 year, 36,000. With anything on a chip, so you might want to extend that. My manager said, says, don't let anybody walk out of here, nobody, without buying the extension. You know, you'd be nuts.
So she told me, I guess, this is where you part of company.
Like saying, God, it sounds like automatic. This is gonna go wrong, you know?
Yeah,
I'll be in like next
don't they have
February,
any
not this one,
consoles?
but next February, I got problems already. These chips.
How about if he throws in a bag of chips?
Scary, but
Where's Gary been?
it's scary, yeah.
He's usually here. Hopefully, his brother Tom is tuned in. Hopefully Gary will be stopping in. I mean, he's practically a host of the show. Testing the audio with my new toy. Okay, that audio was not loud enough. Okay, well, we'll get those. We'll get this figured out. Every week is an experiment to provide a little more entertainment value and a little more technical value to the telecast here on Lounge Academy. And it's great having some of the original season cast, the Corbrins, with us, which is very exciting. Oops, I put this on upside down. All right, well, that's enough horsing around with gear. Yeah, aren't those great headphones? Those are Oasis headphones. You've probably heard of the Oasis company, Alex Leonard. They're isolation headphones. You can't even hear yourself think when you put those things on. You can hear every bodily function when you put those headphones on because it gets so quiet. You can hear all your internal organs operating. It's pretty exciting. Now, conspicuous by his absence is the president of WBIG TV, Ryan Lysars. Must have got caught in a meeting. Everywhere he goes, everyone knows George, even when he blows his nose. Oh yeah, it's the talk. George, it's the talk. George, it's the talk of the town. It's the talk of the town. That was our big number when George and I were in the Catskills. I Right, George? He's pretending he's being aloof. He gets bashful. He's thinking about that big check he wrote today for that new car. It's a black car, big black limousine. You know those Kias. George has had. I know Kias because through George Kunz. He's gone through 3 of them, and they started out as like a kind of an economy car. It was like a simple little car, excellent for the money, very inexpensive. Then he got the next one, and the brand had evolved into, it was like kind of like a regular car at that point, the blue one. And I've been watching the ones, and it's probably like, I imagine what George's new car today. They've become like deluxe cars, the Kia, right, George? They've really evolved from simple little cars to elaborate kind of luxuries. I wonder how Brenda's garage sale is going. Now, if you need anything, ladies and gentlemen, you know, there's been a lot of supply interruptions. Ladies and gentlemen, we know there have been a lot of supply interruptions. Even Amazon can't get you everything you want. Walmart's, some of their shelves are empty. But there's one place you can go and get anything you want, and that's our very own Brenda's having a garage sale. She's there right now. She's got anything you want, Brenda's got. There's no supply interruptions. Yeah. Right? If you need like bushels of wheat, which could be in short supply, she's got them right in the garage. She's got cat toys like you wouldn't believe. She can even demonstrate them for you. Got to turn on my there we go. I always forget to press all the buttons. It's a very laid back night here, which is why we're here. And I get thirsty. Yeah, this is not like Ryan to not be punctual. Hope nothing happened to him.
Maybe you got a better offer.
Well, it's bound to happen.
So we parked right in front of Big Blue, just like the
Oh,
old.
how great. Good.
We got there at 4:58, so we gotta sit in the car for 2 minutes, just in case.
Oh, right. That's right. 5 o'clock. Parking's free after 5 o'clock downtown. On the streets.
I'm assuming there's some kind of a hockey tournament in town, because there's a lot of kids down in the lobby carrying huge equipment bags, which have to be hockey bags. So I imagine they must be staying here.
Yeah, I think you deduced correctly. You deduced. Your powers of deduction, I think, led you to the right conclusion. There's but the funny thing is, they booked here a big hockey thing, but they're playing in like Lancaster,
Yeah.
So good for the Buffalo Regency Hyatt for managing to snag that deal when we're not even in the same city.
Because I assume they're playing down at the, what do they call it, the Harbor Center.
You would think so, but
And there's a hotel attached right
yeah, no, Lancaster. Ask them. Ask them where you're playing. Just for laughs.
Yeah.
Here's what's. I'm gonna do some tunes from season 1. Have you met Miss Jones? Someone said as we shook hands, George, she was just Miss Jones to me. Then I said, Miss Jones, you're a girl who understands I'm a man who must be free. Free. And all at once see those tricks he taught me, they work every time. Gets a laugh every time. Now I've met Miss Jones, and we'll keep on meeting till we die. Miss Jones and I. Miss Jones. I think I'm going to pop open a cold one.
When I bought the car, the sales guy came over and he said, I noticed you're a teacher. He said, he said, I was in the education business for 15 years. And I said, oh, really? Why? I said, why'd you leave the rag? And he said, I got 2 DWIs. And they, I didn't know what to say. And I said, it was a good line. I said, that's very candid of you to tell me that, you know? As opposed to kind of going, oh, yeah, well, that's the breaks. I just said, that's very candid. I'm sorry that happened that way, but
I thought he was going to tell you, I'm making a lot more money here than I was.
I thought he was going to say something like that. The car business is a tough racket.
It's right in Yorktown.
Yeah.
My daughter just bought a car. It's
Yeah.
a used Mazda.
Was it? Yeah.
What's the guy's name?
John Bender.
Remember that name? You see that name?
Lancaster teacher. Principal. Not bad.
The guy my daughter bought her car from. The same name as some comedian. Very distinctive name. Dennis Kelly.
Here come the girls. Yeah, I'm trying them out.
Your headphones on. Oh, is this a new experience for you?
It is, yeah. I'm trying to get better at mixing.
You like technology, don't you? Do those all belong to you too? Yes, they do.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot more electronics than there were during season 1.
That's true, yeah.
I'm glad that you call it Lounge
But we
Academy.
did have a lot of electronics, right?
Yeah.
Right from the get-go, season 1.
Broke into Radio
What
Shack.
season is this now? Are we in season 10?
That's a good question. We did 11 seasons at the Statler. I think this is season 12.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because the 10-year anniversary
Yes.
was the first time we entertained back at Big Blue,
Okay.
like after the Statler.
Yes.
I don't know. Well, I guess we used to just go walk around, or
You were at the Statler 11 years?
Statler had the
Yeah,
buffet.
yeah. we had the buffet at the Statler. That's
Right.
right. So there was no reason.
Yeah, and in my recollection, the first time we met you, there was the buffet, and then you invited us to go see Jackie Jocko. At least that's my recollection. I thought that was the first time we met you, but I could be
Well,
wrong.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That sounds.
And I always think it's a nice nod to Jackie Jocko that you still call it Lounge Cab.
Yeah.
George said it was the first time we went back to Big Blue after
And George Apfel is our historian.
Right. I remember
So-
him showing up that
I do too.
We were sitting
I think that was
outside.
the first time I met Ann Apfel.
day. Yeah, that's right. Because I remember him introducing her all around.
Yeah. A lot of water under the bridge, huh?
Yeah, a couple of dams even burst.
Yeah. It's amazing. We're all still at it.
Yes, isn't it?
Mary's still drinking.
Drink a day keeps the doctor away.
George is still buying cars.
And you must have seen my Ryan's.
Thumb to remind you of something.
Yeah, I just picked the thumb.
Yeah, we see all that.
No, I'm really
yeah, I don't
working
know. It's
stop
weird
it.
not to have it in this.
You gotta dip it in vinegar or something. And you don't suck when you're not sucking.
No, it's sucking.
Oh, yeah, he'll be sorry for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just I keep a
Yeah,
roll of tape on.
Going down to
Six years, you take, decades to break.
That's extreme to carry a roll of tape
Well,
on,
like
but
the
it
doctor
works.
Sounds like a good idea.
You're like, I was wondering about you too with your work.
Yeah, that's the big reason why I work nights, and I.
It's good, though. I think it's
work
important to have a
essentially
bad
every
habit.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So
Well, thank you.
that's another reason.
Thank you,
At
Brenda.
11 to 7, you often don't see me because I'm.
We did a big commercial for your
Yeah, I probably sleep too.
garage
Paul,
sale.
Paul,
Yes.
Sporadically.
I mean, technically, I go on Thursday.
He's been here several times.
So when you do Zumba and stuff, you do
Tony's
that,
been a pretty
we're
regular.
gonna do it.
Really? Tony Coons?
Yeah,
Wow.
Well, I'm off every.
nice guest.
Behave himself?
Comes all dressed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, that's kind of
Yeah,
nice.
the Zumba's now they resumed on Tuesday. Yes, I unfortunately physically things are different for me. I had dealt with plantar fasciitis, which is better. I guess
I know, it transfers.
Thank you, Bill Jenkins.
A lot of heel arch pain.
Nice to see you, Bill Jenkins. It's always a great honor to have Bill with us.
You had the honor of meeting the guy who owns this joint yet?
I did.
He seems like the type of guy you'd want to sit and have a beer with.
Yeah,
If he's buying it.
especially then. Yeah, I met him once. We had a really nice conversation.
He's certainly doing a lot.
Yeah.
I know he's got people, but still, I mean, how do you know?
I have no idea how he does it. Doesn't seem possible.
What city am I in?
Yeah, right.
Down where you can see the magnet from the inside.
It might
You can push the magnet up with it.
could pull a filling out with that magnet.
Maybe that song Jocko used to play when Tracy and I used to walk into evening meetings.
Was it old folks?
Something about
No, I don't.
somebody city on a hill or?
Oh, folks on the hill.
Yeah.
Folks live on the hill. Does that go again, George? Folks who live in the hill. I don't think I've got it. I have to dig that one out. It's in one of my books, but I don't think it's in this one. How's it? Put it in my head. How's that go again? Folks who live on the hill.
You should have an assistant for all your page turning.
Yeah, well, usually there's volunteers.
Figured this out, and this is work you carry up the road, Dave. Whenever you're doing it, you just put it like and it takes 3 weeks. It takes 3 weeks,
Why
and then
didn't
your
you-
fingers will stop doing it. Raw mail letters. Yes.
Had that issue, and I think she used like the fake ones.
That can be fixed.
Yeah, but they could be kicked.
That can be fixed. That can be fixed.
But you have that in your pocket.
It works. It works. You have to always
Oh,
carry it.
it's in here.
My nails, this
We're
has
in
made
luck.
a huge comeback the last 8 weeks. Finally, you know. But it was awful.
Yeah, this has to be your theme song.
Having your nails. Like, oh, really? It's been that way since I was a kid, though. I've always been an awful boy.
The old folks on it.
I didn't know what to request, and there's gave me a suggestion.
Yeah, this is a song that Jocko used to play to Tracy and Jim whenever they'd walk in. Ready, George? Want to help me out with this one? Someday we'll build a home on a hilltop high. You and I, shiny and new, cottage that two can fill, and we'll be pleased to be called the folks who lived on the hill. Someday we may be adding a thing or two, a wing or two. We will make changes as any family will, but we will always be called the folks who lived on the hill. Our veranda will command a view of meadow green, the sort of view that seems to want to be seen. And when the kids grow up and leave us, we'll take and sit and look at that same old view. Just we two, Darby and Joan, who used to be Jack and Jill.
I've never kind of what that means.
The folks who like to be called That's your song for sure. Yeah.
Just for the record, we actually live at the bottom of the hill.
Cleveland, right?
Yeah, next to
still a
the
hill.
next to the
Yeah.
hill and the bridge,
And
the
sign
railroad
doesn't really
tracks.
Specify top and bottom, so it works. See this? So here it is.
Your driveway goes up.
Wow, he's right. He's right.
Wow. Boy, that could
It's called Bruosaurus. See that?
that would be
Bruosaurus.
right, right. Oh look. This explains where Ryan was. What a great surprise. The whole show business family.
Did I tell you we saw Nick Otto a few months ago?
You saw him a few months ago, really?
Months ago, I was in Washington with a friend of mine.
And you ran
job
into
he was
him?
doing. So I let Nick know we were doing a job on the mall, the National Mall. And he said, "Well, I'll meet you. Where are you going to meet us?" He said, "Right on the mall. You can't miss it." So he came.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, spent a little bit of the afternoon together.
What kind of job were you doing?
Does he live from where you were?
Yeah, a friend of mine has a trailer. It's got one of those.
I've been helping.
Or something. And they were having. It was one of their twice
I did not know that Nick Otto hooked up with some lounge cadets recently in Washington.
So we were there with one of the
It's a payday.
payday for him, and I went along.
Yeah. So he somehow they maneuver the videos to coordinate it. He's got the apparatus to.
Yeah, and they hooked up the cables and everything to the cameras.
The snow is snowing.
Down there, called in and said, "You got a job? Are you interested?"
George, the snow is snowing. The wind is blowing. But I can weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm?
We were there
Good song to cool off to. I can't remember a worse December. Just watch the icicles form. What do I care how icicles form? I've got my love to keep me warm. Off with my overcoat, off with my glove. I need no overcoat, I'm burning the love. My heart's on fire, flame grows higher. I will weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me warm. Oh yeah. I've got my love to keep me warm. It's not a song you usually hear in the summertime,
We went back,
but we make the rules around here.
and again, all we had to do was set it up and not have
Yeah, we were just hearing Jim recounting your rendezvous in D.C. It's exciting.
Office Museum, found an Irish bar.
Shows you these lounge cadets, you know. They go wide and far. They've got range and accuracy.
And there's this Irish bar like 2 or 3 blocks away.
They're like, excuse me, I think it's called.
As we're here playing, they're downstairs busy working. They're bringing Al Capone's bar from Chicago. And they're setting it up right here at the piano. Right below us. It's very exciting. Jim's going to get another magnetic beer. To go with his magnetic personality. Some more action here. Oops. You're watching Lounge Academy. My name's Howard. Along with Mary Prinz Goldman and Ryan Lysars, we're hosting this shindig every week here at the Hyatt. A lot of new songs in here I haven't seen in a long time. Love me or leave me. Don't let me be lonely. You won't believe me. I love you only. I'd rather be lonely. Oh, than happy with somebody else. Might find night time's the right time for kissing. Nighttime is my time for just reminiscing. Instead of regretting, forgetting that somebody else. There'll be no one unless that someone is you. Oh, you. I intend to be independently blue. I want your love, don't want to beg and borrow, to have today and to give back tomorrow. My love is your love, and there's nobody else, nobody else. Love me or leave me. Gus Kahn and Walter Donaldson
favorite songwriting team?
Yeah, I'm going through a book I haven't looked at in a long time. Some great stuff in here. It's exciting. Up the lazy river. Oh, that lazy river, where that noonday sun. Oh, throw away your troubles, have a dream with me. Marry up that lazy river, where that robin sing. Awake a brand new morning, we can loaf along. Blue skies up above, everyone's in love. Up that lazy river, happy we can be. Oh, up that lazy Niagara River. Oh, George, up that lazy river, where that robin song awakes a bright new morning. George, we can wolf along. Blue skies up above, everyone's in love. Up that lazy river, happy you can be. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. We're up that lazy river, you and me. Okay, who wrote that one? It makes sense once you know. Hoagie Carmichael and Sidney Arodin. I've never heard of Sidney Arodin, but we all know Hoagie Carmichael. Yeah. They're magnetic coasters. Watch what happens. I haven't used this book. I haven't just pawed through this book in years. There's some cool stuff in here. My Attorney Bernie. Okay, here's a song that's George is sitting where he can see his car. What happens when you get a brand new black car? Boy, I bet it looks nice. All perfect. Here's a song for Brenda. She's home having a garage sale. She's out on her driveway, and as people come by, she sings to them, and they stop, and they look at her. They look at her treasures. Moon river, wider than a mile, crossing you in style someday. such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend. My huckleberry friend, Moon River, and me. I'm Gary Mooney. Gary, how you been? My long lost friend. It's nice to see you. The other end of the pandemic. Oh, Moon River and me. Even Jim knows that one. Very good. Yeah. Johnny Mercer wrote the words. Henry Mancini wrote the music. Here's one you won't know. George might know this one. Moonlight becomes you. It goes with your hair. You certainly know the right things to wear. Moonlight becomes you. I'm thrilled at the sight, and I could get so romantic tonight. You're all dressed up to go dreaming. No, don't tell me I'm wrong. What a night to go dreaming. Mind if I tag along? If I say I love you, I want you to know it's not just because there's moonlight, although moonlight becomes you so. That was for Zach. He likes a good romantic ballad. That one, that's other than George and Mary, I don't know if anybody here is familiar with that song. Moonlight Becomes You. It's from The Road to Morocco, which was a show, Paramount Picture, 1942. Johnny Burke and Jimmy Van Heusen. You know, The Road to, you know? I think, yeah, a good guess.
There were three of them. Bob Hope, Dorothy Lamour,
Yeah, who
guys and a woman.
was The singer, Bing Crosby. Wasn't he usually in on that?
Because these days you don't have to wonder
You don't have to wonder.
about anything.
It's great having Amy here. She's sitting in her big wheel truck, revving it up in the driveway and watching Lounge Academy. She knows how to party. She's just taking a break from the animals. Right, Amy? Here's a Rodgers and Hart song that I like a lot. I took one look at you. That's all I meant to do. And then my heart stood still. My feet could step and walk. My lips could move and talk. And yet my heart stood still. No, not a single word was spoken. I could tell you knew that unfelt clasp of hands told me so well. You knew I never lived at all until that thrill of that moment when my heart stood still. Oh, that moment when my heart stood still. You had it right? That's amazing. That's two things. Those are some fancy looking drinks. Do they all have magnets in the bottom? Ryan, you never told me about the magnets. I didn't know, Jim. I had no idea. I didn't know such a thing exists. He has a magnet at the bottom of his beer. Did you know that? Yeah, you gotta like really resist sticking your finger in that hole. You're gonna get soaked. I mean, after a few beers, I bet somebody's done that. Just knowing that you shouldn't do it. How could you resist?
The bartender said, if she just told you the story of the magnet, and you do it,
It's on you. Oh, oh no, that didn't even occur to me.
make sure you mind your gap.
Those are beautiful drinks here, made by the mixologists at the Hyatt Regency Buffalo. They know how to mix a drink, that's for sure.
Just like downtown.
Just like downtown, my old flame. I can't even think of her name, but it's funny now and then. My thoughts go flashing back again to my old flame. My old flame. My new lovers all seem so tame. so magnificent or elegant, who is my old flame. I've met so many who fascinating ways in their eyes. Some who took me up to the skies, but their attempts at love were only imitations of my old flame. Can't even think of her name, but I never be the same. I discovered when what became of my old flame. There's my old flame right there. Oh no, it's not. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. What a great song this is. We never did it. That's a first for Lounge Academy. Yeah, Mary was looking at me like, wait a second, what's going on? I've heard that song, I've never done it. I like it, I like doing it. With the exhaust brake on the truck. Man, now you're getting those references are going over my head, Amy. It's not the pale moon, it's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills and delights me. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you. It isn't your sweet conversation that brings this sensation. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you. When you're in my arms and I feel you so close to me, the wildest dream come true. I need no soft lights to enchant me. If you only grant me the right to hold you ever so tight. Nearness of You. Another new one for Lounge Academy tonight. I think we should keep some of these new songs in the book.
I was intimidated to go.
That was Ned Washington and Hoagie Carmichael from Romance in the Dark. That's a good place to have a romance. We're having a romance in broad daylight here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because it's the third longest day of the year here at Lounge Academy. I think it isn't the third, one of two third longest days in the year. So it's very bright in here. See what other exciting songs are hiding in this book. Nice Pants. That sounds like kind of a hipster song. I didn't know this song was in here. You're watching Lounge Academy on WBIG TV, which makes you a lounge cadet automatically. Ryan, George bought a new car today. It's out there somewhere. It's black, brand new. Kia, his third Kia in a row. George, which model is it again? Which model Kia did you get? Forte. Nice. Kias have gotten kind of fancy. You know, they used to be like kind of budget oriented. When he got his first out of three, he's had three in a row. And he's raised a family on these two Kias, and now he's got a third one. And they started out as being kind of economical, right? Basic. He paid 10 grand for the first one with a 10-year warranty. And then he got a blue one, like, I don't know, 5, 6 years later, and it was a little more elaborate. You know, it was more like an average car. And I see the Kias now, they all look like little Rolls Royces. They're sharp. They have what? Yeah, I've noticed that. They look like fancy. Like the brand has evolved somehow. Things must be good in Korea.
Depending on which side of the DMZ you're from.
Yeah, which Korea are those made in? Rocket Man? They just put little rockets on the hood ornament.
They have roads in North Korea.
If they have a what?
They have roads in North Korea.
I'm sure they do. They lead one way. One way. Yeah.
You can't go in.
knows? You know, until you go there and see for yourself, you just don't know what to believe. I mean, they make it sound like as soon as you cross over, you're in like one big white's good department. Like it's just washing machines or something. No color. Maybe it is, I don't know. I just don't believe anything. Even if I see it, I don't believe it. Especially then. That's right.
What you see is not necessarily what is there.
Well put. Once I lived the life of a millionaire. Bought lots of black Kias. Took all my friends out for a really good time. We drank bootleg liquor and champagne wine. Then I began to fall solo. Lost all my good friends, nowhere to go. If I could get my hand on that dollar again, I'd hang on to it till that old eagle grins. 'Cause nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny. And as for friends, you haven't any. When you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long lost friend. I said it straight, without any doubts. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. It's Liz Savino. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Great to see you, Liz. Give my best to Bill. I'm sure he's out doing something exciting. The man has energy. That Bill Savino. Anybody who races Ferraris to relax has a lot of energy. And then he's out playing in rock bands. 2:45. It's more like 2:45 in the afternoon here. We'll have to change this to 2:45 p.m. instead of a.m. Because it's so sunny on the one of two third longest days of the year. Yeah, it's the third, right? This day seems like it's been going on forever. When's it gonna end? Okay, this is for 3 p.m. people rather than 3 a.m. people. I don't know if it's gonna make sense or not. It's 2:45. No one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe. I got a little story I think you ought to know. We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode. Make it one for my baby, one more for the road. I got a routine, drop another nickel in the machine. Feeling so bad, wish you'd make the music dreamy and sad. Could tell you a lot, but you've got to be true to your code. One for my baby and one more for the road. You'd never know it, but buddy, I'm a kind of poet. I got a lot of things to say. Simply gotta listen to me till it's all talked away. Well, that's how it goes. Joe, I know you're getting anxious to close. So thanks for the cheer. Hope you didn't mind my bend in your ear. This torch that I found must be drowned. Soon might explode. Johnny Mercer and Buffalo's own Harold Arlen. from the sky's the limit. Let's do a camera check. That one's working. 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 That's working. That's working. See, if I don't check them, they're not working. Check them, they're all working great. Zach, you haven't gotten a new car in a long time. You're overdue for getting a new car now, aren't you? Oh. Has it? It's only been not even a year? No, I haven't. I'd like to do that. Special paint. Wow. Don't scratch it. They probably discontinued the paint already. Oh, that's good. Is it? It's red. Red's expensive paint. Does it have pearl in it?
Well, I mean, he does have this formula. He even has James Patterson. I think he even has people working for them, and
he's
they
got
kind of,
it's a factory.
as you say, it's formulaic, and they follow. You know, they kind of,
It's a book
point to
factory.
One
different
chip
details.
in total the
You
car.
know, that's a little different.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sounds
that's
good.
not
That's
what
what
you're
he does,
doing.
though, and I
But
can
it
see
works
that
different under
if
different
that's what he
lights.
does. I admire that totally.
Yes, there's a
Able to do
market
that.
for it.
Yeah.
As you say, you like mystery. I enjoy mystery.
Yeah.
Takes courage to.
Oh, Jim recently
Imagine
was
buying
doing
a car
trivia, met an
or a
author.
car like
She's
that.
again, she's a local author. She was formerly a Buffalo police officer who
all
called police
paint
detective, and of course she's
Got a
writing
white car
about
and they charge you
Yeah.
$4,000 a
Lots
customer.
of
nice
market for
writer.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, refrigerator white. Like, yeah. My Buick was that basic gloss white, and it was really great, you know, because the side mirror, I broke the side mirror somehow, like it broke in it. So just to fix it temporarily, I had the idea of just grabbing an extra like remnant of white sign vinyl that I had, and I just shaped it over it to like tape it together, and it was spot on. And in fact, when I finally sold the car, it still had it on. Yeah, white is great. Here's a song about writing a letter before there was email. Do the kids still use email? It seems like it's been out a long time, like something else should. How about faxes? Some people still like give you their fax number. Can you believe that? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, go out and buy a fax machine at the Goodwill and get their message? I suppose it could be like maybe harder to hack into. I see. Yeah, boy, it's a good thing all our medical stuff is so secure. God forbid somebody knows, you know. Through the fax. Probably some 7-year-old kids that know how to do it though. I had all that technology. I had the fax before they were plain paper faxes. Remember when the faxes, it was like a special like tissue paper kind of thing? I remember the copy machines where in my dad's office downtown, I used to come in and help. And the copy machine had like chemicals in it. And you had to make this like you'd make a negative first in the machine. And it would be wet. You'd make like this wet negative, and then you'd make what wound up being the duplicate. And the whole office smelled like those chemicals all the time, which wasn't bad. It's amazing, office equipment. Really the progress of mankind could really best be measured by his office equipment, right? It's all you'd really need as a forensic historian, something from the future. There goes Kristen, ladies and gentlemen. She's done for the week. She's going to the casino now. This is a song with some great lyrics. Dear, I thought I'd drop a line. The weather's cool. The folks are fine. I'm in bed each night at 9. P.S. I love you. Yesterday we had some rain, but all in all, I can't complain. Was it dusty on the train? P.S. I love you. Right to the Browns, just as soon as you're able. They came around to call. I burned a hole in the dining room table. And let me see, I guess that's all. Nothing else for me to say, and so I'll close. But by the way, everybody's thinking of you. P.S. I love you. I thought I'd drop a line. The weather's cool. The folks are fine. I'm in bed each night at 9. P.S. I love you. Yesterday we had some rain, but all in all, I can't complain. Was it dusty on the train? obey all your wishes. I put a sign up, think. I gotta buy us a new set of dishes, or wash the ones piled up in the sink. Nothing more to tell you, dear, except that each day seems like a year. Every night I'm thinking of you. P.S. I love you. Johnny Mercer and Gordon Jenkins. What a great song, George. Paints such a picture, you know? Tells such a great story. It also has one of the best lines of any songs, I think. I burned a hole in the dining room table. That's a great line. How'd they think of that? I remember my uncle used to have like a couple cigarettes going, and there'd always be a couple lines in the edges of the tables, you know, from when he forgot about one. Those are great images. We're trying a lot of new great songs tonight. We got about six new discoveries. There goes George Kunz, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's talking about him. George is the talk of the town. Oh yeah, George is the talk of the town. It's a nice peaceful night at the Hyatt tonight. Sometimes that's crazy. How are you, sir? Hey, here's Nick Moses' song. Here's a song for Nick Moses. Strange dear, a true dear. I'm close to you, dear. The stars fill the sky. So in love with you am I. Nobody does that like Nick Moses. Who knows? Maybe he'll walk in town. Somebody loves me. I wonder who. I wonder who she can be. Somebody loves me. I wish I knew who she can be. Worries me. For every girl who passes me, I shout out, maybe you were meant to be my loving baby. Somebody loves me. I wonder who. Maybe it's you. Oh yeah. Maybe it's you. George Gershwin wrote the music to that. According to the Facebook spy algorithms, the great Catherine Lucas is at home or backstage somewhere giving us a quick check out. Nice to see you, Catherine. Probably involved in something exciting tonight. Once in a while, Catherine stops by. Surprise walk-on visits. A song a robin sings through years of endless springs. Jim and Tracy, ladies and gentlemen.
Pleasure.
Just like old times.
Just like the old times. Just like downtown.
Just like downtown. Say hi to my house when you go to your car.
I will.
say I've got a lot to learn. Well, don't you think I'm trying not to learn? See you next week. Spot to learn. Did you say I've got a lot to learn? Don't you think I'm trying not to learn? Since this is the perfect spot to learn, teach me tonight. Starting with the ABCs of it, right down to the XYZs of it. Help me solve the mysteries of it. Teach me tonight. The sky's a blackboard high above you, and the shooting stars go by. I'll use a star to write I love you 1,000 times across the sky. One thing's very clear, my love. Should the teacher stand so near, my love? Graduation's almost here, my love. Teach me to love. Teach me. You're never too old to learn, right? Right, Zach? It is. I think you're probably right. Especially if they're hacks. If you learn new hacks. You know, hacks is kind of a new. I don't think that term existed in the olden days. Could you imagine rewriting history using the word hack? Like creating the atom bomb or something is like a hack. He hacked E equals MC squared. Yeah. Or, you know, crossing the oceans and discovering continents, shortcuts going the wrong way. That's like a hack. Yeah. Yeah, you go the wrong way. Now that was, you know, having the courage of your conviction. I'm going to go that way off the edge of the world just to prove I'm going to wind up back here. You know? How are you, sir? It's nice to see you. It's great, these young executives nowadays. They got it all under control. Yeah. this one, Zach. Everyone knows that song, right? The very thought of you, and I forget to do the little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a king, and foolish though it may seem to me, that's everything. The near I give you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes in stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you, my love. Ray Noble, thank you. That's a nice little song. Yeah. Oh, well, really? Okay, I thought that was, I figured that would be one that they kept alive, but maybe not.
You still go to the blue,
The Blue House.
what's it called, the big blue?
Yeah,
I was gonna say the blue.
we just call it an overselling term, the mansion. I rehearse there every day.
There's a piano there too.
Yeah. Yeah. I rehearse there and think about fixing things that are broken. It's like meditation. Yeah. Like I wonder how long that could not be fixed for before it becomes a big deal. Wow, look how gold the gold thing is up there, with the way the lighting's hitting it. Isn't that something? That's actual gold leaf. Yeah. Which is pretty amazing. Imagine somebody had to go up there and, how was your day, honey? I was up there rubbing this with a coin. It's really something. It was all done just so we could look at it. Well, that's a good song. I think I'm going to add that one to the Lounge Academy list too. You're watching Lounge Academy on WBIG TV. Give you guys a little better view here. We're here every Friday live streaming, and drinking, and playing songs. From the heart of Buffalo's downtown, Hyatt Regency Buffalo. Here's another song we've never done at Lounge Academy, but let's do it now. I'm getting over a cold, which is really a good way to exploit these is to do these tearjerker songs, you know? Like I'm choked up, because I am choked up. Kathy and Nick.
Yeah, one nurse leaves, another one comes in.
Well, that's great. I'm going to blow my nose. Watch this. I'm going to turn the mic down. Now I turn the mic back up. See how pro I am? I turn the mic down, blow my nose. I might have to do a hit of, tonight's show is brought to you by Dayquil. I might actually do a hit of this stuff right now.
Lightning flash.
The lightning flash. Several weeks ago, Mary and I were sick. We have a permanent, slow go away, slow roll cold. But it's okay, we enjoy it because we're otherwise healthy.
Yeah, we're fine. Those hurricane drinks they have.
Yeah, aren't those beauties? When Sunny gets blue, eyes get gray and cloudy, then the rain begins to fall. Pitter patter, pitter patter. Love is gone, but what's the matter? No sweet lover man come to call. When Sunny gets blue, she breathes a sigh of sadness, like the wind that stirs the trees. Wind that sets the leaves a-swaying, like some violins a-playing, weird and haunting melodies. People used to love to hear her laugh, see her smile. That's how she got her name. Since that sad affair, she lost her smile, changed her style. Somehow she's not, Kathy's not the same. But memories fade. Pretty dreams will rise up where her other dreams fell through. Hurry, new love, hurry here. Kiss away each lonely tear. Hold her near when Sunny gets blue. Oh, hold her near when Sunny gets blue. Jack Siegel and Marvin Fisher A couple of good Irish boys wrote that song, Nick. It's great to see you, Nick. And you brought Kathy? She looks great. He's always got some hottie on his arm. That is a fact. That's a fact, Jack. There's a song I'd like to do for Nick right now, because he's the only one living that'll remember that it was written. He knows every song. He remembers when they came out. He does. He goes, yeah, I remember that. I remember. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just you wait and see. There'll be love and laughter and peace ever after tomorrow, when the world is free.
Jocko got this request.
The shepherd will tend his sheep. The valley will bloom again. Jimmy will go to sleep in his own little room again. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just you wait and see. What a song. It's actually a beautiful song, isn't it? Why should I be surprised? Thank you. Went over big. Matt Burton and Walter Kent. What was the context of that song, Nick? What was that song about? What was that? Do you know? Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Here's another one we've never done. We're breaking in a lot of new material tonight. It's another song that the Moseys will know. You are too beautiful, my dear, to be true, and I am a fool for beauty. We used to do this song with Andy. Fooled by the feeling that because I had found you. I think we did it in a different key though. I could have bound you too. You are too beautiful, for one man alone, for one lucky fool to be with, when there are other men with eyes of their own to see with. Love does not stand sharing, not if one cares. Ever been comparing my every kiss with theirs? If on the other hand I'm faithful to you, it's not through a sense of duty. You are too beautiful, and I am a fool for beauty. Thank you, Nick and Kathy. Here's another one we've never done. You've changed. The sparkle in your eye is gone. Your smile is just a careless yawn. You're breaking my heart. You've changed. What a cheerful song. You've changed. Your kisses now are so blasé. You're bored with me in every way. I can't understand. You've changed. It's the only song I ever heard with the word, but while I was saying it, you've forgotten the words, I love you. Each memory that we've shared, you've forgotten morning every star above you. I can't realize you've ever cared. Oh, you've changed. You're not the angel I once knew. Need to tell that we're through. It's all over now. You've changed. Man, what lyrics. Imagine somebody telling you that one before you've had a chance to get your stuff. I don't know why I looked at Ryan. That's another one we got to keep of the new songs tonight, right? Boy, that's. Yeah, I just wound up going through this different book that I haven't just perused this book in memory, in recent memory, and making a lot of nice discoveries. also be the Dayquil I've been drinking. I think it helps. Yeah. If it was NyQuil, it would be a whole different. All right. I'd have a cigarette dangling from my mouth, half out of it. See what else is here. What's it all about, Alfie? Is it just for the moment we live? What's it all about when you sort it out, Alfie? Are we meant to take more than we give? Or are we meant to be kind? And if only fools are kind, Alfie, then I guess it is wise to be cruel. And if life belongs only to the strong, Alfie, what will you wed on an old golden rule? As sure as I believe there's a heaven above, Alfie, I know there's something much more, something even unbelievers can believe in. I believe in love, Alfie. Without true love, we just exist, Alfie, until you find the love you've missed. You're nothing, Alfie. When you walk, let your heart lead the way, and you'll find love anyway, Alfie. Alfie. Thanks, Nick. Of course, that was Burt Bacharach. Only he could write a song like that, along with Hal David. That's his favorite song. That one went out to Selena, the Empress of Culture, for the Canadian city of the one above Detroit. Then I the place where actually my car was made there. Right across the bridge. What's the name of Selena's city again that she's? Windsor. Yeah, Windsor. Yeah, right. Why couldn't I think of that? Yeah, like the Windsor engine. Selena, our very own lounge cadet, she became the director of the cultural director for the city. Yeah. I mean, what does that say about Lounge Academy? That we have lounge cadets that are in charge of culture for entire cities.
Just got named to the communications position for Visit Buffalo, Niagara.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's great. Is that a full-time position? Now, what exactly is her title?
Communications director, I believe. Melinda just told me.
So she's their PR. That's fantastic. Because she's our neighbor now. No, that's great. Oh, the fun we'll have. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's wonderful news.
I'm very happy for
She,
her.
she's
Yeah, I've got a text.
she's very well qualified.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. Maybe they're emails. I love it. I hope she'll be ready.
This is for Michelle Trimper and Selena. Is it an earthquake or simply a shock? Is it the good turtle soup or merely the muck? Is it the cocktail, this feeling of joy? Or is what I feel the real McCoy? Is it for all time or simply a lark? Is it Granada I see only as Berry Park? Is it the fancy not worth thinking of? Or is it a long-lasting love? From the Like Wow album. Ooh, yeah. I can feel that Dayquil kicking in. I'm starting to feel like Nick. Anything goes. Whee! Now I know your secret. Here's another one we should know this one, and we just haven't been doing it. We got to start working on the next season. Autumn in New York. Why does it seem so inviting? Autumn in New York. It spells the thrill of first nighting. Glittering crowds, shimmering clouds, canyons of steel, they're making me feel I'm home. It's autumn in New York. Hey, how are you, Daniel? Nice to see you. Daniel's the captain of this ship. He's in charge of the whole freaking building, keeping it operating. Imagine that, being the building engineer for this thing. It's a pretty complicated. Autumn in New York. Autumn in Buffalo, New York. Why does it seem so like it's snowing? Here's a song called Big Nick by John Coltrane. Yeah. Yeah, doesn't have words. We'll have to make up words for it. There's one of the hockey girls. The girls are the women of hockey, right? Here's another one we've never done. I always like this song. But along came Bill, who's not the type at all. You'd meet him on the street and never notice him. His form and face, his manly grace. This one's really about Nick. Not the kind that you would find in a statue, and I can't explain. Surely not his brain that makes me thrill, but I love him because it's wonderful, because he's just old Bill. It is a great song. See, Nick's not secure enough to do a song in the wrong gender. He's afraid he's going to slip. See, I'm totally secure. Plus, I'm drinking Dayquil. That's a beautiful song from Showboat.
I love that song.
It has a second stanza. Let's see. He's just my Bill, an ordinary boy. He hasn't got a thing that I can brag about, and yet to be up on his knee, so comfy and roomy, natural to me. I can't explain. It's surely not his brain that makes me thrill. I love him because I don't know, because he's just They're getting drunk, everybody. That is a beautiful song from Showboat.
Yeah, she sings that as part of the vaudeville act of the show. She sings that.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Magnolia sings it.
Magnolia sings it. There's a song that Peggy Farrell made famous. I better have a drink first. After that big build-up. Here's one. Wow. Oscar Levant wrote this one. If I expected love when first we kissed, blame it on my youth. If only just for you I did exist, blame it on my youth. I believed in everything like a child of 3. You meant more than anything. All the world to me. If you were on my mind all night and day, blame it on my youth. If I forgot to eat and sleep and pray, blame it on my youth. If I cried a little bit when first I learned the truth, oh, blame it on my heart. Blame it on my youth. Remember that song, Mary?
Blame it on my youth, Oscar Levant.
Oscar Levant, you're right. What a character.
The name
What a
Oscar
genius.
Levant is spoken.
Genius, not smoking. They used to lock him up every week and then they...
I read a book on him.
He wasn't that nuts. Okay, here's another one we never did. We're doing songs we never did. Somebody requested this. One of the girls requested this. And here it is. I think Darlene might have requested this. Call me. Gotta remember this for Darlene. Irresponsible, call me. Unreliable, throw in. Undependable too. Do my foolish alibis bore you? Well, I'm not too clever. I just adore you. Call me unpredictable. Tell me I'm impractical. Rainbows I'm inclined to pursue. Call me irresponsible. Yes, I'm unreliable, but it's undeniably true. I'm irresponsibly mad for you. Okay, who wrote that? Sammy Kahn and Jimmy Van Heusen. From Papa's Delicate Condition.
Papa's Delicate Condition. That's a funny musical.
Yeah, that was a Paramount picture.
That show. Oh, I want to look it up.
Yeah.
Papa's Delicate.
wondering what I missed. We'd like to thank tonight's special show business guests for making it so special, for making one of two third longest days of the year very special,
Yeah, it really is. Right on one. That's one in the year. I think only the other
and just that much shorter. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy you've become a regular here at Lounge Academy. Full-fledged cadets. There they go, the cadets. They're probably off to another big show business destination. Where are you off to, Ryan? To the fish?
We'll watch for you. We'll watch to see if you're going in there. Yeah.
Oh, the
The flaming fish.
to the beer joint over there?
We'll see them. There are no secrets involved.
Where's he going?
I think across the street. I don't know.
No, no.
I don't know. That's what I heard.
I guess it's going to remain a secret. We're going to have to watch his Facebook page.
That's great that they take care of them. I like Sixth Street. I like
Ryan's watching now. That's good. I'm glad he can't tear himself away from Lounge Academy. Shout out to Brian Blatz. If you're watching, it's a pleasure to have you here. What's that, Kathy? Yeah, I saw it. It said you were watching. But I don't bust you like I used to because I know you want it. Well, I respect that because we've had discussions about this. Kathy doesn't want me to draw too much attention in her cast her way. See, now here's one you could either, do you change the gender?
You just sing it straight, Howard. You always talk about it.
Okay, this is a story that she told me.
Did I tell you?
The voice in the song.
Oh, okay.
See, you could do it. A guy could do that. He could say he's telling her story. Right, Nick? Is that okay, Nick? Nick's the gender enforcer. I need some more Dayquil. He dances overhead on my ceiling near my bed. In my sight, through the night. I try to hide in vain underneath my counterpane. There's my love up above. I whisper, go away, my lover. It's not fair, but I'm so grateful to discover he's still there. I love my ceiling more since it is a dancing floor just for my love. Now, I thought I learned that one from from Peggy, but she denies ever doing it. I can hear her doing it. I could swear I learned this song from hearing her do it. Yeah. I wonder what Alan Hastings is doing right now. What does Alan Hastings do to relax when he punches out after a week at his desk playing Monopoly with real buildings? Something exciting. I haven't seen him in a long time. But Mary said that Gary said as of several weeks ago, that he's doing great. Yeah. You know Guy. Of course he knows Guy. Guy's the man. Guy's a genius. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Not many people could do what he does. Yeah. He's one of my, what would you call it? He's a mentor. For sure. Yeah, because he used to come by like our house every week for years, and I would just like marvel. And he'd give you tips. He was very generous with. In fact, he'd yell at you. Yeah, he's a real teacher. And but he'll never let you like credit him with anything. You know, if you say, "Gee, you know, you taught me a lot, or I learned a lot from you, or you inspired me, or something," he'll just like slap you. Right? In their own world. Well, you know, geniuses sometimes they have genius personalities. You know, great creators. That's the way it is. That's why I'm seem so normal to everybody. Here's one we've never done. I think I've done it on Smule. Stars shining bright above you. Stars, breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty nights and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you miss me. While I'm alone, as blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just say this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams Thank you. That's a cool song. That's words by Gus Kahn, music by Wilbur Schwantz and Fabian Andre. No wonder it's so good. There were like 5 guys writing it. Shout out to Dave Lundy, wherever you are. I think he's in the wings somewhere tuning in. Heard you got a great show going on, Dave Lundy. At the Irish Classical Theater, I believe. Owned by Herm Schwartz. Ooh. Thank you. That was a little musical interlude. Okay, we'll put the rotating cams back on. I'm having a ball discovering. I discovered like 12 new old songs that I want to add to the Lounge Academy repertoire tonight. I'm gonna have to watch the show and write them down. I think this is where we came in. The folks who live on the hill. That's why we grabbed the book, because of the Corbrins. Oh, here's the song. It was the only song I could play when I went away to college. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just the old sweet song keeps that Georgia on my mind. Oh, that Georgia on my mind, Georgia, Georgia, a song for you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pine. This goes out to Crystal Everdike. She requested this. Other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just the old sweet song funny, life and style, Liz. Thanks for tuning in, Liz. Yes, that's Nick and Kathy, not the Flying Melendez. This Nick and Kathy's a lot wilder. I've seen Nick enter a room on his head. The Melendez are tame compared to Nick and Kathy. This is Life and Style, Liz. Oh, it is?
Life and style.
She changed her name. Oh, I see. Okay. Hi, Liz. I didn't know that was our Liz. Thanks for yelling at me out of the SUV a couple weeks ago. I'm pushing my thing down the street, right? After the gig. I'm in the middle of an intersection, and there's these cars dodging around me, and it was like the perfect storm. Just as I'm trying to like make it across the street alive, pushing my cart full of equipment, there's a guy like walking up, hitting me up for money, and then bombing around the corner. This beautiful woman's yelling out the window at me, Howard! And it's like, I felt very cool. Everybody turned and looked. The guy didn't ask me for money after that. He figured I was too with it to fall for anything. But I didn't know what Life and Style is. I thought she had a different name before. Her company. Oh, I gotta get that. I gotta subscribe to Life and Style Liz on YouTube. For sure. I can't wait.
Life and style.
I'll bet she's got a lot of subscribers. See, I've been on YouTube for decades and I've got like 100. I bet you she's got more than 100. Sells through Walmart. I see. Wow, interesting. Okay, here's one I never attempted. Bobby Troop. I love Bobby Troop. They like to chat about the dresses they will wear tonight. They chew the fat about the trusses and the neighbors' fights. I don't think I could read all these words and figure out the music at the same time. I'd have to run through it.
Good job.
I know. Well, I know how it goes. I've heard Bobby Troop do it, and I've heard Jackie Jocko do it a lot. See, that's what intros are for, so you can learn the song. Girl talk, girl talk. Oh, so baby, stay and gab away, but hear me say that after girl talk, talk to me. Okay, we're gonna have to revisit that one. What a cool song. Neil Hefti. That's West Coast cool.
Yes, it's very cool.
And he was married to Julie London when he wrote that. Yeah, what a couple. Shout out to Neil Coker, my buddy in Australia. Nice to see your name pop up, Neil. I miss your singing. Remember we used to do stuff on open mic. This is a song for Gary Marino. When I want rain, I get sunny weather. I'm just as blue as the sky. Since love is gone, I pull myself together. Guess I'll hang my tears out to dry. Friends ask me out, I tell them I'm busy. I must get a brand new alibi. I stay at home and ask myself, where is she? Guess I'll have to hang my tears out to dry. Dry little teardrops, my little teardrops, hanging on a string of dreams. My little memory, my little memories, minder of our crazy schemes. Somebody said, just forget about her. I gave that treatment a try. Strangely enough, I got along without her. Then one day she passed me right by. Oh well, I guess I'll hang my tears out to dry.
That's nice. That's a nice song.
It is, but it's Gary's song. We should probably quit before we turn the room.
Oh, I see. Because
I had fun picking out a lot of new songs tonight.
this is a really fun night for me. Just enjoyed it. Very relaxed night.
Yeah, it was nice.
It's so pretty. It's such a beautiful building. It was so much fun seeing Tracy and Jim, and then Nick and Kathy and Ryan and his family.
Yeah, that was a nice surprise.
Very beautiful.
And the
Just
Corbrins.
sitting up here in this little corner of the world we have, it's a really
There's just no
interesting
better
little
place to be.
looking out at beautiful buildings, and I enjoyed a lot of the songs. I mean, all the songs that you did. My Bill, and just My Bill. We did a bunch of different things tonight.
We did all new songs.
We did a lot of new songs. That's true. We didn't do some of the older, but I mean, I like the older ones too. But there were a lot of new ones.
I'm going to put these in the...
That White Cliffs of Dover was a real interesting novelty. That was the request of the old fart of the millennium. I got a buzz Ari about it. Kathy's gonna see if that's real. Is that real, Kathy? It's not, it's a fake? Oh, I was thinking it was real. That's a fake. I was wondering, because I hadn't seen it, but most of their plants in here are real. The palm trees are real, and the trees down there are real. Those are real palm trees. So that's a fake.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh, man. But these are real, Kathy.
You got kind of a Jay Leno look. He always wears tennis shirts. Well, let's say goodnight to the nice people. Good night, nice people. Good night, Nick. Oh, thank you, Nick. Yeah, they were all new songs. Just pulled them out of a book that I haven't, that I don't peruse. You know, usually I just look up something in it, use it for reference. But we just pawed through the thing, and I got probably at least a dozen songs I'd like to make lounge academies. So I think we will.
Yeah,
Nick Otto.
it's supposed to be. Supposed to be.
Yeah, that's right. Well, good night, everybody. We're going to punch out. Where's the camera
Wait,
here?
there's another guy.
Here we are. Good night, everybody. It's been great. It's great being back after missing a week. And we'll see you next Friday, and we'll have a ball. Good night, everybody. Good night, Nick. Good night, Liz. Good night, Selena. Good night, Amy. Good night from me and Nick Moses.